What is going on? What is going on, everybody? This is Dr. Holly Mays on this edition of Daily Manna. I am excited, man, to have you guys here. Listen, man, I'm pumped up about this segment, man. Somebody's going to get excited about this segment. I'm telling you that right now because it is a segment that's dedicated to push you, to grow you, to build you. Do me a favor. Make sure if you can share this with all your groups, if you can, invite your friends, family members. I know some folk may be at work, but listen, tell them to put this on their Facebook, and they don't have to watch it, but tell them to listen to it, because I'm telling you, this is going to be a segment that is going to rejuvenate you. It's going to make somebody shout. I'm telling you right now, and I'm not trying to get all holy roly with you, but I'm just telling you, I know what this segment is going to do. Today we're going to be talking about sometimes you don't have to speak, just let your work do the speaking for you. Just let your work do the talking for you. Okay, it didn't fit all the way on there. But y'all that's what we're talking about. Sometimes you don't have to speak. Sometimes you just need to let the work do the talking for you guys. And listen, man, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be an awesome thing. But listen, do me a favor, guys. We are getting ready to do something, and I want you to pay attention to this. Listen, we are giving away a free t-shirt, guys. A free AAE t-shirt, appointed, anointed, elected, when you partner with us with $25 or more donation. Okay? Because remember, guys, we don't work unless you work. Okay? Unless you give us the okay. We don't work unless you work. Unless you support us, guys. So we really need your help, guys, whether it's to get new materials, new equipment, get a new location, whatever the case may be. We want you to grow with us. So, guys, if you would like to be a blessing, God, would like to partner with us, you're more than welcome to do that. I know somebody's saying, well, Dr. Mays, how in the world are we going to do that? Well, let me tell you how. You can do it via our Cash App at Dr. Holly Mays, which is right up top. And you can also go to drhollymays.com and do it as well. But listen, we need your support. But today we are talking about sometimes you don't have to speak. Just let your work do the talking. Listen, a lot of times people tend to have to explain themselves. They tend to have to explain themselves. And everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to be acknowledged. And I just want to help some people understand, especially some entrepreneurs. I want to help you understand that sometimes it's better to just not say nothing. It's better to just not say something. Sometimes you give away family secrets and you give away a little bit of your vision that God really wanted you to keep on the in-house, because you were trying to get people to understand which route you're going and what you're really doing. And I just want to encourage someone. I'm not going to be on here long, but I just want to encourage someone. Keep it to yourself. Let them see it. Okay? Keep it to yourself. Let them see it. Don't worry about trying to prove to people that your vision works. Don't worry about trying to prove to people that, God ordained you and called you to do the ministry. Don't worry about that so much, because sometimes, guess what? People are let me say this. People don't understand when they have been enticed and entangled, good, that's my new word, entangled with the enemy enough to sabotage you. And sometimes people don't realize that what they're saying is the very seed that the enemy is trying to plant in you to make you feel like you're not worth what God is about to do in your life. And you got to be strong enough to say, you know what, I'm aware of the tactics. I'm aware of the bamboozlement. I'm aware of the entrapment that the enemy will use against me, with my family members, with my co-workers, with my church members, to make me not accomplish what God purposed me to do. And sometimes you just got to be quiet. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what, man, I'm not going to even comment on that. Whatever you believe is what you believe. Whatever you think is what you think. Whatever you dealing with is what you dealing with, because the enemy is banking that you will spill the beans. Because watch this, the enemy does not know what you and God are talking about. The only way that the enemy knows what you and God is talking about is if you divulge what you and God are talking about. I want you to get this. That's the only way the enemy knows what you and God talked about, because God's not going to tell him. You understand what I'm saying? And he's banking on the fact that you open your mouth and let him know what you're struggling with, letting him know what you're dealing with, letting him know what you still got an issue with. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes he will use people that you trust. That's why I don't do a lot of commenting on Facebook and Instagram, because you can tell the enemy what it takes to destroy you and your vision by commenting or opening your mouth to a question that really ain't got nothing to do with the progression of your business. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying this because a lot of times people don't understand that hell is not really waiting on you. Okay? You got to understand that. Okay? Hell wants to destroy you. When you have a covenant and you have a relationship with God, hell does not want you to have that relationship. Hell does not like your growth. It does not like it. I'm not just talking about the devil. I'm talking about everything that hell encompasses does not like everything that heaven encompasses. So you have to be aware that when you open your mouth and you put that in the atmosphere, the devil comes through and swipes it, takes it back to his boardroom, gets his devils, warlocks, imps, witches, and all of those things that are defiled and that are against you and God, and they start to devise a plan on how to disrupt and dismantle and distract you and discombobulate you from where the path that God has you on. And sometimes, listen, we spend more time trying to prove to people that we deserve to be in this place. Come on now, I'm not the only one that's done this. I'm not the only one that has tried to prove to my dad that I'm a good son. I'm not the only one that tried to prove to my mom that I'm a great father. I'm not the only one that tried to prove to my baby mama that, hey, I'm worth the effort, or I'm not the only one that tried to prove to my wife that I'm the best choice for her. I'm not the only one. And sometimes we spend so much time trying to prove to people that we are who we think we are and believe we are, that we don't even realize that they don't even care. Now, once again, I'm not knocking those that do care, but you have to understand something. There are some people out there that have been entrapped by the enemy. And guess what? The enemy is saying, I'm going to use you because they trust you to make them not accomplish their goal. So sometimes it's best, hey, listen, I ain't got to argue with you. How many people argue with people? You arguing with people that ain't even attached to your vision. You arguing with people that won't even give you no money to pay a bill in your house. You trying to prove to people that you know what you're talking about and that you know what you're doing, when in reality, even if they did know what you was doing, they can't stand the hill of beans to what you're doing. And sometimes it's better just to not say nothing at all and just let your work do the talking. I don't have to preach like such and so. I don't have to talk like such and so. You know what? Because the work that God gave me to do, He will connect me with the people that I'm working for. The work that I'm doing may not be designed for you. The work that I'm doing may not be for you. It may be for somebody else. And sometimes people will try to judge you and say, oh, okay, well, you're not doing this way. You're doing it wrong. Come on, church folk. I'm not the only one that been in the church and people say, oh, because you don't hoop or you don't speak in tongues and you don't do this, you ain't Christian. I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that's done walked in a place and they say because you're not dressed like this or because your hair not like this, you're not up for the job. You're not up for the task. I'm not the only one who's been through that. And sometimes, you know what? You just got to say, okay, it is what it is. Because guess what? My work will speak for itself. Christ didn't have to go back and bump back and forth with people. His work spoke for itself. If he was asked a question, he answered the question. But other than that, his work spoke for itself. And sometimes we talk about patterning ourselves after Christ. Well, I need to ask you, does your work speak for itself? Why are you trying to defend your work? If your work is good enough, you ain't got to say nothing. If your work is valid enough, if your work is mandated enough, you don't have to worry about defending it to nobody else. I don't owe you an explanation. Quit trying to give people explanation for something only you and God talked about in the first place. That was good. It was so good, Pastor Drake, I'm going to say it again. Quit trying to give other people an explanation for something that only you and God talked about in the first place. It ain't their business whether you qualified or not. God qualified you. God appointed you, anointed you, and elected you to do this job in a season such as this, in a time such as this. You don't owe nobody an I'm trying to help some entrepreneurs. I'm trying to help some people that are struggling because you mad or you worried that your mama don't believe in you. Or you worried because you don't think your boss think you up for the promotion. You worried because you don't think your children think that you're a good parent. Listen, let me explain something to you. If God gave it to you, then God gave you the tools to make it great. All you got to do is work those tools and use those resources that God gave you. You ain't got to talk to nobody. You ain't got to convince nobody. You ain't got to sit up here and try to get an okay from the peanut gallery. You don't have to do that. You'll spend more time doing that than working on the thing that God gave you to make you great. If you spend more time doing the things that God gave you to make you great, then you ain't got to worry about it. Guess what? Because whether you say something or not, they see what you're doing. They see what's going on. You don't need to know. I don't need to tell you I'm a millionaire. You'll know it by the car I drive. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to be real with you. I don't need to tell you. I don't need to tell you what type of house I got. I don't need to tell you, what I'm doing and this, that, and that. You will know it by what you see. You will see my works. And you will know I got it going on based on what I do, based on what your eyes have seen. Because we live in a time where seeing is believing. Not even telling, because people talk all the time. We don't trust everything that we hear, no way. So it ain't no sense in talking. I know too many business owners that do too much talking. Hey, man, just get to the grind, man. I was listening to Eric Thomas today, and he has this thing on his mixtape. He says, Monday I grind, Tuesday I grind, Wednesday I grind, Thursday I grind, Friday I grind, Saturday I grind, Sunday I grind, and that's why I'm here today. Because every single day I grind. I don't need to talk in the midst of a grind. Y'all talk too much in the midst of a grind. If you grinding hard enough, you don't talk. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you grinding hard enough, you ain't got to say nothing. Because listen, I'm not stopping to even talk to people. I'm not talking to get in no conversation with people. When I'm in the midst of a grind, all you got to do is watch my grind. I'm not talking to you because guess what? If you want to know, if you want an answer for what I'm doing, just wait till the end of my grind and you will see it. My works will speak for themselves. Me and God done already assured me that I'm good. So me telling you and getting a confirmation from you or an affirmation from you about me being good is not needed, because the one that gave me the resources, the tools, the mandate, the mantle, the one that already gave it to me told me, you good, bro. Just take what I gave you and go grind. I don't need my mama to agree with what I'm doing. I don't need my daddy to agree with what I'm doing. I just need God to give me the tools and tell me go get it. Some of y'all got a problem just going and get it. You want people to help you go get it. No. You're too busy talking and not enough grinding. People are scared of the word hustle. If you're not a hustler, you ain't no grinder. You got to get to the grind. In 2020, you got to get to a point to where the grind is the only thing that matters. Not the talking, not the conversation. We ain't got to conversate unless I'm grinding in my conversation. Hear what I'm telling you. Unless I'm grinding in my conversation, what we gonna talk about? We do meaningless conversation that ain't got nothing to do with what God has planted in you and what God has ordained you to do and what God has leveled the playing field for you to do. Quit trying to get people to authenticate your purpose. Quit trying to get people to authenticate your resources, your level. Some people, listen, let me tell you something. If there's 10 levels, some people never get past level 5. Why? Because they're too busy talking to people and telling them what level they on. And guess what? The people start hating, and now they do whatever they can to keep you at level 5. But if you don't know what level I'm on and I make you think I'm at level 4, let me explain something to you. I could be climbing up, and guess what? You don't never know it until I'm done. And guess what? You know I'm at level 10 by what you see. So listen, guys. Listen, man. I'm telling you, man. You got to make sure that this is the year for your grind, man. This is the year for you to say, listen, I'm not going to wait for nobody to give me no okay. I'm not waiting for nobody to push my red button. I'm not waiting for nobody to say, on your mark, get set, ready, go. This is not a track meet. I'm not waiting on the gun in 2020. I'm not worried about COVID-19. I'm not worried about that. That's a distraction. That's a distraction. I'm telling you right now, that's a distraction. That's another tactic. Even though God can ordain it, the devil can still use it for his trickery. And he is trying to get you to think that this is not. Don't you understand that 2020 is the season for entrepreneurship? If you don't have an entrepreneur, you ain't got a side hustle, you are behind the power curve. Quit letting people tell you, oh, you got to know. That's why God is allowing these businesses to be shut back down, because God says, listen, I put business in you. All you got to do is take it and go get it. Quit letting your mama tell you just because you got a doctorate or you got a medical degree, you got to go work for a hospital. No, go start your own practice. This is the season for entrepreneurship. Quit letting people tell you just because you got a journalism degree, you got to go work for a radio station. No, this is the season for you to start your own internet radio station. I'm telling you. Don't let folks know what you're trying to do, man. Just go get it and let them see it. Quit proving yourself to people. Prove yourself to God, and God will, watch this, God will allow you to be in the face of your enemy when he elevate you. You ain't got to worry about saying nothing. He going to put you in a position to where they see it anyway. Anyway, they going to see it anyway. And sometimes we waiting on our enemies to come so that we can show. No, let God do that. Let God put you in the face of your enemies, and let God, while you grinding, while you working, while you putting a foot to the pavement, guess what? You're going to look over in the stands. You're going to be like, is that my hater? Oh, wow. I'm so thankful that they came out to see me get it. I'm so thankful that they came out to see me grind. I'm so thankful that they came out to acknowledge. I'm thanking my haters. When the last time you thanked your haters? I'm thanking you for being in a position for when God elevates me. And now I see the look on your face. You ever seen that dumb look on somebody's face, like they can't believe what's going on? They can't believe what done happened. It's because, guess what? You thought one thing, but listen, when I got done with this grind and I got done with this work that I'm putting in, guess what? I didn't have to say nothing to you. And you surprised because you didn't think I had it in me. You got to be wary. You got to be leery of people who don't think you got something in you. They don't think you can step up to the plate. They don't think you can meet the task. They don't think you can meet. That's why you got to keep it to yourself, and you just got to push every single day. You got to grind every single day. Listen, why give 120 on somebody else's job and you don't even give the same thing for your own stuff? This is the season. Listen, you need to reverse it. Listen, if I'm going to give 50% to something, I'm going to give 50% to somebody else's vision and dream, not my own. I'm giving 120 to my vision. I'm giving 120 every single day, all day. It's not an hour that's going to go by. Even when I get on this microphone, I'm going to give you 120. I'm not going to give you 50%. I don't get tired. I don't get sick of it. I don't get frustrated. I don't get to a point to where I feel like giving up. No, because this is my vision. This is my goal. This is my purpose, and it's going to lead to my destiny. So I'm not going to give somebody else on a job 100% and come in here and give my craft 50%. When you see me, you're going to be surprised, because guess what? Most of the people didn't even think you had it in you. I'm telling you, people, they didn't think you had it in you. They didn't know you was developing your own portfolio. They didn't know that you were saving your money to buy that land so you could build that business on. They didn't know that you didn't go through a loan. You saved your money. You invested your money. They don't know that you started from the bottom and now you hit. They don't know that. All they see now is the outcome. And while they looking at the outcome of your grind, you look at the outcome of their surprise. And look at that dumb look on their face. Sometimes I grind so hard just to see the dumb look on people's face, on my haters' face. And watch this now, when the haters got that dumb look on their face, the devil do too. They standing side by side. Because the devil is wondering how I gave everything to this hater that was supposed to be connected to you, that was supposed to make you fail, but yet you didn't say a word and you stayed so connected with God, and all you did was grind and give 110% every single day. So now I'm sitting here with that boo-boo the fool look on my face. See, that's my joy every single day, and that should be your joy every single day, is to make the devil go home scratching his head, making the devil say, listen, I can't believe that tactic didn't work. It worked in 2015. It worked in 1995. You mean to tell me that thing don't work? So he's getting better. She's getting better. They growing up. I don't have a remedy for this. I don't understand what to do with this because I didn't intend on them to get to the next level. I didn't anticipate them actually connecting with God and doing the things that God got them to do. I didn't anticipate on this. I got to go and take some time and change my game plan and my strategy. Every single day you should make the devil go change his game plan and strategy. Every single day. You don't have to talk about it. Let your work do the talking. Let them say what they want to. Let them say what they want to. You don't have to worry about it. Let them say what they want to. And at the end of the day, watch this now. At the end of the day, they'll come back and tell you or show you that they didn't even think, hey man, like, hey, they always come back. So listen, man, I just want to encourage some people today. I didn't want to take a lot of time on here today, man. I got a lot of work to do today, man. But listen, I am so excited about this promotion that we're doing, man. And I'm telling y'all, man, you really should take advantage of this promotion, man. Because, listen, we want to bless some people. We want to make sure that we are being a blessing. So, yes, we are giving away a free appointed, anointed, elected t-shirt. When you partner with us with a $25 seed donation, listen, I continue to say this, and you can do it at Dr. Holly Mays via Cash App. I'm telling you guys, we do not work. This does not happen unless without you. Okay, real talk. It does not happen without you. Okay, so we need your help. We want to take this thing to another level. We're looking at starting our own internet radio station on this, and we need your help. So listen, we want to be a blessing to you as you being a blessing to us. So we want to give you guys exactly what God has appointed, anointed, and elected you to do. We want you to wear Christ. We want you to wear the scriptures, and we want to give you this shirt, this new appointed apparel shirt. So listen, work with us, and we want to make sure that you get that out to us. But listen, we love you with the love of the Lord, guys. We love you with the love of the Lord. Remember to uplift Christ wherever you go. And do me a favor. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. God bless you guys, man. I love you guys. Peace.